Welcome to Riku. Two reflections. As far as our opening hand goes, yes, I like this. We've got Nature's Lore into Quick Factor Fiction, and yeah, got double green. Nothing too crazy. No reason to ship this hand back. Let's go and lead off with, I guess. Well, it doesn't really matter, so we're just going to lead off with Forest, and then anything else, we're going to go and pass the turn over to our opponent. So, we're playing Riku of Two Reflections. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you may pay blue-red. If you do, copy that spell, choose new targets for the copy. And we run into Gurk, Wild Speaker. So let's have, I guess, yeah, we'll just kind of keep this game plan going. Let's just go Nature's Lore. Let's grab ourselves a blue source, and then have that come into play. Oh, no, excuse me, I forgot Nature's Lore. Can just grab like any land. You don't have to grab just a basic. I was thinking, do we want to grab Taiga? Taiga Puka. No, I think Tropical Island's going to be better. So, anything else, pass it over front. But yeah, we play Is It, then we get to copy that spell, choose new targets for the copy. Then, whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay Simic. If you do, create a token that's a copy of that creature. So, just ramp shenanigans. That's what we're going for. And opponent's going to lead off with the Sram, which would be a pretty good start for them because they can cash in some card advantage. So let's go for Arid Mesa. And at this point, we can go Gurk Wild Speaker and still end up getting down Lana War Elves and leaving up Nature's Claim. I think I kind of like that. So I'm just going to crack Arid Mesa. Now, we do need to grab a red source and probably grab Volcanic Islands since we have so much green. So let's go Gurk Wild Speaker. That's going to be 1, 2, 3. And let's untap up to 2 target lands. We're going to untap a Tropical Island and Forest. Let's have Lana War Elves come down and then pass it back over to our opponent. So a pretty good spot right now with Lana War Elves and Gurk Wild Speaker. This is going to allow us to ramp pretty well. But let's go knock Sram out of the way real quick. Whenever you cast an or equipment or vehicle spell, draw a card. So to cover both commanders, let's give a quick shout out to our sponsors, MTGOTraders. If you want to, be like Riku, ramp a lot, get a lot of crazy stuff on the battlefield, head on over to MTGOTraders. They got all the crazy spells that you may want to assemble together. Oh, and yeah, they are swinging at Gurk Wild Speaker. That's fine. We're going to be using Gurk to untap for the main part. But yeah, check out MTGOTraders. Also, shout out to inkgaming.com. You can use coupon code JOLT to get 10% off anything off their website. So, if you haven't treated yourself in a long time, make sure that you do. You can check out, they've got a lot of cool stuff. They've got dice bag, they've got play mats, whatever floats your boat. And then with this skull clamp coming down, we are definitely going to use a Nature's Claim on that skull clamp. We want to make sure that does not stick around. Let's just it's almost like a counter spell how quickly we want to get that fired off. So but yeah, inkgaming.com. And last but not least, I started a Patreon. So if you'd like to contribute to the Patreon, there's a link down in the description below. You can get your name at the beginning or the ending of the credits to help support cool content like this. And if you can't do that, hey, no problem. Just tell somebody about the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. So it's officially free time. Let's have some fun. So we did rip into Soul Ring. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going to be 7, and then potentially up to 9 total mana. So we've got ourselves a little bit of a board state. Let's go Soul Ring, and let's try this. So we end up going, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Untap. That's going to be just enough for Giant Bug Face. And I think I kind of like that. So, but if we end up going for the plus, yeah, let's just go for Riku. Because we go for the plus, that's going to be red. That's going to be blue. Going to be 2. Yeah, because that way we can just go ahead and make a copy of Giant Bug Face. And that'll be really hard for our opponent to stop that. So let's untap Tropical Island. Untap a Volcanic Island. And then anything else, pass it over to our opponent. Yeah, we could have gotten down Bugface, and that would have just been a threat. But if they've got, a single piece of, white removal, then we're just kind of in a weird spot. So at least with this one, we can get it down next turn and hopefully still have the, yeah, there we go, Fairgrounds Warden. So that's kind of what we would have been dealing with. So, all right, so they're going to target Riku. Yeah, that's fine because we've got the mana for Riku. And if they want to swing in Sigarda's Aid, they're going to have to swing in the entire crew at Gurk Wild Speaker. I think at this point, we'll see if they end up going for that. I mean, it'd certainly be a pretty good attack for them to get rid of Gurk. Yeah, and that's what they're going for. I think we just let this go on through, because I'd much rather well, yeah, because Gurk's going to give us a better option to ramp than Lana War Elves. So yeah, now that I think about it, I'd rather toss Lana War Elves in front of that. So, and then kick it back over to our main face. They do have 5 cards left in their hand, so that's something we do kind of want to keep in mind. But yeah, so Riku's going to be 7 total mana. This is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can untap, that'll be 8, 9. Yeah, let's do that. So let's go for, or if we just end up dumping out the giant bug face, that'll be another good way to kind of stop that. Yeah, let's try that, especially since them getting down Fairgrounds Warden. So let's give this a shot. So we're going to untap 2 target lands. We're actually going to go Arcane Signet because that's going to be just enough mana for us to dump this out and go for Giant Bug Face. So there we go. All right, we're going to tap down one more color. Let's give Giant Bug Face a little bit of blue. And once we get this down, you know, when your opponent has a bunch of like little 1/2s and 1/3s and 2/2s, having a 7/7 trample bug that makes a copy of itself is a very, very nice threat to get down on the battlefield. And then we're going to try our best to get down Riku and then slowly start to generate some value with Fact or Fiction. Now, it's been a long time since I've played Riku. I can't remember the last time that I did. And I always forget just how fun Riku is. I think a lot of the times why I didn't build Riku for so long is because a lot of the Rikus that I faced against tended to be, or at least on Magic Online, you get a lot of Riku extra turns. And, you know, that is a completely valid strategy. Totally get that. But there's just sometimes where that just kind of, as the opposing player, that's just not a ton of fun sometimes. And so that's kind of why I held off on Riku for so long. But yeah, I kind of shifted it into more of a ramp style deck. Now I don't think I made too many changes to the deck. The only thing that I did do is I used to have a lot of 2-drop mana rocks in here. And so I ended up cutting a lot of those mana rocks for just, you know, rampant growth style effects, 3 visit style effects, nature lore style effects. And we got the whole crew swinging at Gurk Wildspeaker. So yeah, we'll just go and block on Sram because that's at least going to keep Gurk around to untap a few more lands. And then next turn, that's going to be free reign for us to swing in with Giant Bugface, and we'll get an extra copy. But let's see what... Are they going to flash in a piece? Did we fall into somebody's trap card? Let's see what they're tapping out for first. All right, they're going to go Enlightened Tutor. Okay. The good thing is with Enlightened Tutor, that has to go on top of their library. So hopefully we're not going to get... I'm not entirely sure what sort of equipment they could get down. Maybe some sort of double strike, I guess, on Stoneforge and Fairgrounds just to get rid of Gurk Wildspeaker. I'm pretty sure Giant Bugface is going to be okay, but let's let them resolve this Enlightened Tutor, and then we'll see what they're grabbing. Okay, and that's going to be Sword of the Animus. So that's going to be Lightning Greaves coming down. That's going to allow them to cash in an extra... Okay, that was a pretty nice interaction with Sram. They can flash in Lightning Greaves, and they're going to toss Lightning Greaves onto Sram, which is going to give it protection, or basically Shroud. And then Sword of the Animus, which is going to miss the attack trigger. So basically it's just going to be a +1/+. Oh, they're going to put that... Oh, okay, there we go. All right, so they do end up dealing with Gurk Wildspeaker. But we've got the important thing on the battlefield, and that is a giant bug that's about to start to generate some tokens. So let's go and swing in right now. Let's go and push in for a 7. Oh, yeah, look at this. Look at this value. I love this card. All right, so we're going to get an extra token of Giant Bug Face. And so at this point, we've got Riku. Yeah, I think we just kind of still tap out for Riku again. That's going to be 7 total mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's going to be just enough mana. So let's go and tap out for Riku. That's going to be 1, 2. We did tap down for red. And then 1 and 2. There we go. Have a Riku enter the battlefield, and let's have Stomping Ground come into play tap. Not going to pay 2. And then pass it over to opponent. So this is what makes Riku good. You know, we can, you know, we didn't actually pay for a copy of Giant Bugface, but since we're able to kind of ramp into that pretty quickly, we can get that down. This is definitely more of the bigger threat for our opponent, because even if this copy deals damage to our opponent, they're going to have to deal with both of them, so they're going to have some sort of bull ripe effect. And then now that we do have Riku down, we can start to go for this Fact or Fiction and really generate some really nice card advantage by making copies of it. So... But yeah, Riku, I wish I would. It's kind of one of those commander decks. I wish I would have built it a little bit sooner to have some fun with. So, opponent's going to go for armor. Whenever it attacks, destroy target permanent. Okay, so we got armor coming down. And this is like the world's biggest Fairgrounds Warden right now. Just imagine. I love that the Fairgrounds Warden has gone from like local security to like this mech assault guy. It's like making sure nobody has fun. All right, so let's get those crossed off. They can destroy target permanent, but we're still in the same boat at this point with Giant Bug Face right now. They're going to swing in for a 7-9. Yeah, we'll go and let that go on through. And then next turn, we'll see what we draw into, but hopefully we rip into something decent, get maybe an extra creature down just to kind of stop this damage. The only thing that we do have to watch out for is that armor. Being able to destroy a permanent's not going to be fun for us, but if we can keep these bugs going, we do have a couple different ways that we can copy stuff in here. So if we can make a copy of Giant Bug Face with a clone effect, that might work out too. So I was just about to talk about Dex Duplicate, how good that would be. All right, so that's what we're going to go for. Oh, thank you, Magic Gods. All right, we need to make sure that we leave up blue and red to make a copy. No, we need to leave up Simic colors. Oh, that felt good. Okay, so we need to go Dax Duplicate. Let's make sure we've got blue and then red. Yeah, and that still leaves just enough mana with Riku to make a copy. Oh, that was... Sometimes the Magic Gods treat you right, and it just always feels good. So we're going to make a copy of Giant Bug Face. Let's go and pay the Simic colors to make a copy of that. Yes, definitely want to do that. And once we get this to swing in... Oh yeah, look at this. Oh goodness, this is what you came for. We're gonna go and swing it with the entire crew. Our opponent's not blocked. That's gonna be dethrone, dethrone, dethrone. Oh, look at that. That's gonna be an 8/8. And the other cool thing is that we're gonna get 3 copies of Giant Bug Face right now. So there we go. Oh, excuse, and then also we put our opponent down to -1. So I'm more concerned with getting copies of Giant Bug Face. But yeah, when I was talking about clone effects, I was just about to bring up Dax Duplicate. But you can see how good it is. That is a new addition to the deck, and it makes a difference being able to make a copy of stuff like that, and we knock our opponent down to -1. So hey, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye. Welcome to Riku of 2 Reflections. As far as our opening hand goes, yeah, keep on this one. We've got 2 sources of ramp. We've got a very nice counter ramp, if that's what you want to call it, and Thranduil. Definitely keep on this one. We've got a ton of mana available in our opening hand, and basically just have like a what are those? A canvas before us. You know, we can pretty much do whatever we want with Riku. Having this much of mana available to us. So see if our opponent wants to hold on to this 7. If not, then we'll get this game started. Okay, so let's go and lead off with, let's get the Scry going. Maybe a little bit of Scurry, a little Fever, just a little bit of Insanity, because it is the very beginning of the video, but we'll go for this Temple of Abandon and see what's on top of our line. Disallow. Okay, do we want that? We do have the mana for it. We got Breeding Pool, we have Tropical Island. Yeah, I think this will be good. A little bit of a slow start, but well, you know, getting some good counter protection is always important for a deck like this, and especially, yeah, playing at Shanna. We'll see what we can find a home for that. But yes, we're playing Riku of 2 Reflections. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you may pay Izzet. If you do, copy that spell. Choose new targets for the copy. Then, whenever another non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay Simic. If you do, create a token that's a copy of that creature. Playing at Shanna. Sisei's Legacy. Shanna can't be the target of a spell. Excuse me. Shanna can't be the target of abilities your opponents control. There we go. Then Shanna gets +1/+1 for each creature that you control. For a long time, I always thought that it just had hexproof, and I was like, man, that card's busted. And then I realized it's just abilities. So there we go. Do we want to? Oh, actually, yeah, I just realized we cut ourselves off mana drain. So let's do this. Let's just go ahead and lead off with a Breeding Pool. Had that come into play tapped, and then we'll go and pass the turn over our opponent. So we did cover both commanders. Give a quick shout out to our sponsors, MTGOTraders. If you want to build yourself a nice little Riku ramp deck that's full of just value, hey, head on over there. They've got a lot of good stuff for you to choose from. I recommend if you want to sprinkle some Inferno Titan onto your Rico deck. I mean, it kind of gives it a really nice little flavor. And of course, Giant Bug Face. Those are some really good additions to your deck. Also, shout out to inkgaming.com. You can use coupon code JOLT to get 10% off anything off the website. So if you haven't treated yourself in a long time, make sure that you do. It's always pretty nice. Do we want to leave up Mana Drain for like a 2? Does that sound good? We can go for Farhaven, but I kind of want to save Farhaven for a Riku. So yeah, let's just do Let's just pass the turn because we do have brainstorm. We can brainstorm for a land that'll keep us open on Sky Shroud Claim. Yeah, let's just kind of see what happens. So, but yeah, check out inkgaming.com. And last but not least, I started a Patreon. So, if you'd like to contribute to the Patreon, there's a link down in the description below. Get your name at the beginning or the ending of the credits to help support cool content like this. And if you can't do that, hey, no problem. Just tell somebody about the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. So, opponent's going to go for Kodama's Reach. We're going to go ahead and go for Mana Drain on that. I do like having access to 3 mana on our turn and also stopping them from being able to ramp. That's going to be pretty important for us. Oh, then we hit the land right on the draw, which is very nice. So, so add that 3 mana to our mana pool. Yeah, and at this point, I think we just go Riku. If our opponent has, some spot removal, so be it. But if we can get Riku down and start copying pretty much our entire hand, I feel pretty good about that. So let's get this mana drain trigger to resolve. And then once that does, we'll get our turn started. Okay, so we have that 3 mana to our mana pool. Yeah, let's go for Riku. That's going to be 2 out of that. And that's going to be each of these colors. So there we go. Tap down for Temur colors. 1 more color. That's going to be Riku coming down. Yeah, and I guess we technically, we'll just have Steam Vents come into play tapped. I'd imagine that we would maybe want to brainstorm with a fetch land to make a copy of it. That sounds pretty good to me. So, and then anything else, we're going to go and pass it over to our opponent. So, it is officially free time. Let's have some fun. Now, as far as this Riku deck, not a lot has changed since the last build that we did. I did add couple more kind of clone options. I did add Dax duplicate, so depending on how I sequence the videos, you may have seen that already. If not, it may be coming after this video, so you can see how good it is in a deck like this. Other than that, I did kind of tweak some of the mana for the. I had a lot of 2-drop rocks in here, and then when you're playing, I always forget that when you're playing green, you might as well just run the 2-drop ramp spells because at least you just get a lane on the battlefield, which does make a huge difference. So that's the other addition to the deck. Other than that, the core of the deck is based, just like any Riku deck. It's just Temur value and Temur ramp. So that's one of the fun things about this deck is that, okay, Arcane Signet. Yeah, so if we spend this turn going Thran Dynamo and Arcane Signet, that'll really allow us to just start copying these spells and just go to town on mana. So I think that's what we're going to do. And plus our opponent's off to a not off to a crazy start, to be honest. They're just kind of rolling out a few little creatures here and there. So let's go Thran Dynamo. That'll allow us to get down Arcane Signet and still keep us open on Brainstorm if we want to end up going for that. So, but at least we'll get down Thran Dynamo, go for Arcane Signet, and then kick it back over there. Okay, anything else? We're going to go and pass it back over to our opponent. So we do have Brainstorm mana at this point right now, so we might end up going for that, but we've got a couple different shuffle options for next turn. So I'd rather just kind of ramp into a Brainstorm, so that should be pretty good. But yeah, with this build of Riku, we don't really have any extra turns in here. This deck tends to be just kind of just value-based, and I tried to get a screenshot of it before the game started, but I joined my opponent's game a little bit too quick, and I didn't want them to wait, so... but yeah, otherwise I'd be talking about what we've got in the deck, but it's, just your standard Riku, and pretty much the main win condition is just getting down Giant Bugface, because once we get down Giant Bugface and start making copies of that, oh, it is just like the best feeling in the world. All right, so we've got Angel swinging across for a 3/3 that will put us down to 26. And I think this is the turn that we finally, let's get this thing kickstarted. So if we end up going Sky Shroud Claim, that's going to be a green source. We can go Sky Shroud Claim because that's going to get 2 lands on the battlefield that will allow us to pay for an extra copy. So it's going to be red, that's going to be blue. Yes, definitely make a copy of Sky Shroud because that's going to be 4 lands that enter the battlefield untapped, which is going to be very good. So let's grab ourselves a Taiga Uppercut, and then let's grab ourselves, no, we definitely want that, and then we'll grab ourselves another Forest, and then with this last 2, let's go and grab 2 more, let's grab Stomping Ground, and we'll grab another Forest. So that's going to put us at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and if we're going to make a copy of something like, yeah, so we can actually have this come into play tap. We're not going to pay 2 life. Let's go for Farhaven Elf, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, and then with Farhaven Elf, that's going to allow us to make a copy of that too. So let's go and pay Simic for this. Yes. And look, and this is why playing Riku is so much fun, because you just have these turns where it's just, as your opponent, you're like, oh no, okay, what do we do about this? So let's grab a few more islands, because we're pretty much good on the, yeah, let's grab island. It's going to come into play tapped. And yes, definitely want to use that ability. Let's go and grab ourselves another island. There we go. And it's turn 6, and we've got, just a casual little bit of mana. And then we're going to pass the turn to our opponent. So, but yeah, that's what makes playing this deck so much fun, is that at least this build right here, we're not trying to go for extra turns or different things like that. We're just trying to get as much mana on the battlefield as possible, because now we can just do stupid stuff like copy a brainstorm, dig a little bit deeper with that, and then just generate this entire value board state, which is just such a good feeling. All right, so we've got the Angel, and if you came here for Amara Angel to just knock down our life total, hey, this is what we came for. So, and actually, Preordain is going to be a little bit better than Brainstorm. That way, we're not having to put stuff on top of our library. So, let's go Brainstorm. Let's just kind of see what we can kind of dig into. That's going to be, is it that we tap down for? So let's go red and then blue to make a copy of it. Then we get some pretty good scry action too off of this. All right, so we got double preordained. This ooh. That's gonna be. We've got all the mana. So I think at this point, let's go and put, because actually both is not that bad, especially if we want to do some setting up. So let's put on top. We'll put Worldly Tutor on top. So we draw into that. So we can actually Worldly Tutor at this point right now, and put 2 creatures on. No, because that way we don't want to make a copy of it. Yeah, so if we make a copy, it's not going to be good. So we're not going to pay for that. Worldly Tutor. Let's go and grab ourselves. Let's get this popped out. What's going to sound pretty good? Yeah, I think let's go Inferno Titan. I like that. All right, Inferno Titan's going to go on top of our library. We're going to scry 2. Let's go and put that on the bottom. Put that on top. That's going to be Inferno Titan. And then we should have enough mana to make a copy of it. Oh, yes, this is, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then tap down Arcane Signet. All right, so we're going to deal 3 damage. Just pop this creature. Actually, we'll pop this one, because we just don't want those angels to, well, now that we've clicked, well, either way, we're going to be able to make a copy of it. So we'll click OK. We'll pay for that Riku trigger, get an extra copy. There we go. Yes, definitely going to do that. That's going to be an extra Inferno Titan. So it's going to be 1. Because I think we've already dealt 2, and that's going to be 2. Click OK. Okay, there we go. All right, so we're going to deal 1 damage to that creature. Then that's going to get spread out, knock them 2 out, knock our opponent down. And then we've still got Arbor Elf that we can just get down as a value play. So yeah, we'll just get down Arbor Elf with this one. There we go. And that'll still leave up Brainstorm. So I'm not going to make a copy of that. Pretty good little turn for us. All right, Poto's going to scoop it up on that one. Yeah, I don't blame them. Once you get down double Inferno Titan, now our opponent, I don't know if they're newer to Magic. Their build of Shanna was definitely got off to a pretty slow start. And so the only reason I would post this video is just to kind of showcase the interactions between, just how quickly you can ramp with Riku, even if you're just not trying to do anything busted. Just simply grabbing double Inferno Titan sometimes is more than enough to just stop your opponent's game plan. But yeah, look like our opponent did have a little bit more, either they got off to a slow start, or this is a little bit more of a budget build of a commander deck. So, I don't like to showcase beating up on a deck, but at least, if we've got some sort of good lines of play that you can see as a potential Riku player, I like to post it. So if you do end up seeing this video, that is why. But if you enjoyed the video, hey, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.